developed. But what did you learn from that exercise? Concentrate, focus. Remember what we did on day one? Give attention, take away attention. Yeah? Okay, so one of the things that is a question in all of this, and in my opinion, and this is really and truly my opinion, it comes down to what I'm going to tell you now. What is the purpose of enhancing our skills? What is the purpose about communicating better? What is the purpose of being able to do one point and getting rid of limitations and all of that? What is the purpose of all of that? I mean, to function more effectively. To self-development, why? Huh? To make us feel better. So let me just explain to you a little bit about what goes on. Let's go into a little bit of neurology again so that you can understand this from a different angle, because to me it comes down to what I'm going to show you now. So our brains, from what we know already, and I tell you what, we haven't even started to know what our brains are capable of, but let's just go on the assumption of what we already do know. The nervous system inside the brain, probably once, you know, if you look at the neural pathways and the way that things are sort of wired up, it will look something like that. You can also see here that I'm not quite an artist. Now this particular explanation, I will credit Mr. John Lavelle. John Lavelle is a chairman of the Society of NLP. He works with Richard Bandler, and he does all the seminars with him as well. And he's been my mentor, my teacher, my friend. And this is his explanation, and I absolutely love it. And everybody from child to adult understands this. So this is our neurology. So if it was possible for us to actually have words hanging off on different neural pathways, if that was possible, a sentence like, the dog crossed the road, would be something like, the maybe lives there. Dog crossed the road. Okay? So if it was to fire off in a way that makes sense and it gives us meaning, it would go something in this sequence. It will be like sort of, so the dog crossed the road, in that sort of sentence. Now, what helps us being able to fire off sentences in ways and sequences that make sense has to do with the chemicals that are going on in the brain. So they're called neuropeptides. They're protein-based, they're creamy colored, but an easier word, because we're not here to do neuroscience or brain surgery or anything like this. So an easy word to remember what this is all called is brain juice. So we can call it brain juice, yeah? Because that's an easy word. So we make brain juice in our brains. We've got one of the most advanced chemical laboratories up here. Don't underestimate what it can and cannot produce. It can produce just about anything that you want. So if we were to divide brain juice into two sort of subsections, major subsections, what type of brain juice can we call? What kind of brain juice are we looking at? Good and bad. You've heard this one?
They do it with my little kids. They like this.
So this is good brain juice. And we'll just make this one here bad. So good brain juice is all about neuro, which is brain, trans, which feels good, mitters. Yeah, these are transmitters. And here for the bad brain juice, we've got inhibitors, because they bite off all the highs and the lows of us, so we never actually experience something in its a more wonderful state. So we've got inhibitors, inhibitors, and we've got neurotransmitters or neurotransmitters, okay? So let's look at what these chemicals basically tell the body how to feel and what to feel. This is the basis of your emotions. So your hypothalamus at the back is your big brain juice machine. It goes and just releases all these brain juice chemicals into your bloodstream and into your nervous system, and whoosh, in a split second, literally, it will go into every single cell and every organ. And these cells and organs have got receptors to accept the information and then change chemically the structure of every cell so that it knows what to feel. And this is why one cell can go from feeling fear to feeling calmness. Okay? So let's look at some of what are the good brain juice emotions that we get. What are some of the emotions that will create good brain juice? Sorry? Excitement. Excitement. Pleasure. Love. Happiness. I just want to see if there's another green one. Hold on, don't move. Next one, joy. Satisfaction. Pride or confidence and confidence. Content. Laughter. Laughter is more of an action, but it does fit in here. So here's a little research fact. And if you watch Patch Adams, it goes with that same sort of research that they did. They went and they researched people. How many times a day do you think children will laugh every day? Laugh, smile, grin, smirk. 300 to 400 times a day. Okay, so how many times a day do you think adults do it? The average adult. We're not average in this room. Twice. Some, yes. But an average adult, an unconscious average adult, about 10 times a day. Yeah, we're not in that category. There's no ways that we're in that category. And definitely not in this classroom. We very much believe in good brain juice, because good brain juice gives you all the positive resources to be able to learn, to overcome challenges, and to be able to go where no man has gone before. Right, give me some bad brain juice stuff. What are some of those emotions? Fear. Sorry, which one? Fear? I heard another one here. I still didn't hear it? Sadness. Thank you. Envy. Depression. Anxiety. Depression. Anger. Stress. Guilt. Frustration. Oh my goodness, and the list goes on. What else? Huh? Disappointment. Hatred. Pain, hatred. Pain. Have I got another red one?
Jealousy.
Oh yes. Whew, you really know the bad brain juice, don't you? Just curl, rolls out. We can't keep up.